So planning a trip overseas. Some people see it as a daunting task, while others, like myself, enjoy every bit of it, but most of us just have our parents plan trips for us. So now, imagine me, a senior in high school, asking my parents to go to Italy by myself a month after graduation with just my best friend. Obviously, I did not expect my mom to say yes. I mean, I had a 10:30 curfew, that just was not going to happen. But when the time came to propose the idea, my mom actually did say yes. Obviously, we were not expecting this answer, so we had no idea how to plan a trip. But after a long process with lots of trial and error, along with my best friend and along with lots of help from my mom, we planned our 2 weeks in Italy. So today, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to plan an international vacation, specifically how to find a flight, book a hotel, and to create a general plan for your days abroad. So after you pick your destination, you have to find your flight. My favorite thing is Google Flights because it compares all of the different flights and gives you a lot of options. It's also really easy to use because you just plug in your airport that you're flying out of, the one you're flying into, and the date you want to leave. And then when you're going back, the airport you're flying out of, the one you're going home to, and the day you want to come back. You could also play around with the dates to find cheaper flights. At the bottom it would list all the flights that you have for options, and then it gives you the best flight, which in this case would be an Air Italia flight because although it's a little more expensive, it's non-stop, so you don't have to deal with any layovers. And after you find the flight you like, you have to call the airline directly to book a flight. Because booking through a third party can be a little sketchy. According to Travel and Leisure, in an article about what you should look out for when booking flights, they stated that booking through a third-party website can be dangerous because there's no guarantee that you have a make-up flight after you miss a flight information. So always book directly. Now, finding a hotel. This all depends on your budget. Generally, hostels are a lot cheaper than hotels. Specifically with me, my mom wouldn't let me stay in one because she thought they were dangerous. But if you look, you can find a reasonably priced hotel in an area that you love. My favorite website for this is TripAdvisor, and I actually really enjoy looking at hotels and looking for good prices and good locations. But when you're looking for a hotel specifically, the main three things you have to look for: is it in a safe area? Is the location near everything you want to go to? Like if you're in Rome, is it near Colosseum or the Forum or wherever you want to go to? And lastly, the price, because if you're traveling abroad, it can get kind of pricey, so you want to find a reasonable price. On a website called Walks Through Italy, an article titled How to Find Cheap Accommodation in Italy, they suggest thinking creatively with a location, like finding a not too touristy of an area, but making sure it's still safe and within walking distance of places that you want to go to. Because you don't want to walk through a sketchy area at night, and public transportation is not always reliable in foreign countries. So now for the fun part, planning where you want to go and what you want to do when you get to this new place. The most important part of planning your trip is knowing how you're going to get to each destination, whether it's train or just walking or taking a cab. When I went to Italy, we walked literally everywhere because we were really cheap and did not want to pay for a cab. I usually meant walking 10 plus miles a day, but it was definitely worth it because we didn't have to pay for cabs. Also, my best friend became Google Maps because I have no idea where I'm going even here, so directions is kind of hard. But Google Maps is really helpful because you can choose a walking setting, so it takes you down streets and through really cool areas. According to Rick Steves, a well-known travel blogger, if you plan your trip well, you can see places like Rome in just one day. And his suggestion on how to do this revolves all around your walking plans and knowing where each monument is and where you want to hit each one. But personally, you have to just know your interests, why did you want to come to the place in the first place? And that usually varies from place to place. Like with Rome and Florence, it's usually to see all the history and take in the museums and everything that they have to offer. But if you're going to the Cinque Terre, it's on the coast and by a beach, so usually you just want to relax and have fun on the beach there. So ultimately, it is a personal preference, but the key thing to do when planning a trip is know where you're walking or how you're going to get to places. So in the end, being able to see a different country is an amazing experience, and if you have the chance to travel anywhere, I would say go. Being immersed in a different culture is a life-changing experience for me, and it really gives you new perspectives on the world. And although planning can be stressful to some people, I personally think it's really fun and helps you learn about the place you're going to. Also, there's so many tools online now, like Google Flights for hotels, or for flights, TripAdvisor for hotels, and Google Maps for walking, that it makes it a lot easier. So now I hope you all have a better understanding of how to plan a trip, and hopefully you'll get to go somewhere one day that you like to go.